A while back, I made a video that I thought was really exciting. It was about a film camera that was about to be brought to market in the next couple of years that's unlike anything else. Well, not unlike anything else. It's a remake of the Panon F8 Widelux camera. And the film camera was being brought back to life by a really interesting combination. By Jeff Bridges, yes, that Jeff Bridges, his wife, and the German company, Silvergrain Classics. And in today's video, we've got an update about the new Wideluxx film camera. We've got a proper name, and we've also got some images of the prototype. And that's because the team behind the new Wideluxx camera had it at a US photography trade show, and they were showing it off. And so let's get into everything we know about the upcoming remake of the Panon Wideluxx film camera. Let's get into it. And before we get too deep into it, let's have at least a couple of sentences of exposition about what the Panon Wideluxx camera is and what makes it so special. The Panon Wideluxx F8 was one of the most interesting film cameras of all time, and that's largely due in part to its interesting shutter mechanism. You can take a look at that here. The camera that Jeff and Susan and all the team are assembling in Germany is based on a Japanese design. The original Panon Wideluxx was released in 1988, but was produced until the year 2000. There isn't anything remotely like it on the market these days with that interesting shot. At this event in the United States, the Wideluxx team, which is Jeff and Susan Bridges, Cherry Schuler, Marwan Moisen, and those guys are the folks behind the Silvergrain Classics magazine, unveiled their prototype, fittingly, number 0001, at the annual convention of the International Association of Panoramic Photographers in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And as we go along, I'm going to show you some images of the prototype. So just settle down, settle down. You can see from these images, it's a big chunky boy. And you can see there's lots of metal in the construction. It's got lots of big, chungus, huge buttons and switches on top of the camera. And it's got Wideluxx, looks like embossed on the front of the camera. The things that we can tell from these images, it's not all that much really. It's gonna have a lot of metal in the construction, it looks like. It's got what looks like a massive viewfinder. The viewfinder has to be pretty large. After all, it's going to be taking these big, large panoramic shots. You got to have a panoramic viewfinder to help frame your image. But this camera isn't going to be a tidy little compact camera that you'll be able to slip into your pocket. This is going to be a pretty big outfit. And a little bit of the backstory as to why they would want to bring this camera back to begin with has a lot to do with probably the money behind the operation, Mr. Jeff Bridges. Many of you may know Mr. Bridges from a few of the films that he's been in. The Big Lebowski, Tron, True Grit, and Iron Man. Not exactly low-budget fare there. He's been a long-time photography shooter. He's got a number of photo books to his name, and the reason why he fell in love with the Wideluxx was because his wife got it for him as a wedding gift. Turned out to be a camera that he just fell in love with, and that's why we're getting a new version, the LDR. Jeff and Susan Bridges had this to say in a statement: 20 years ago, the Wideluxx factory burned down, so we decided that rather than letting our favorite camera die, we'd bring it back to life. We're keeping it old school. It's a film camera, handmade in Germany, built to last generations. All dirty to me, right? Marwan Moisen and Cherry Schuler added, I'm sorry I'm saying those names horribly wrong. There will be many small improvements, but in its DNA is still the Panon Wideluxx F8. We see ourselves as a bridge between the history and the future of analog photography. It's about the art and the craft of camera manufacturing and about giving a new generation of film photographers the tools to create with. That's all really cool stuff. The project was originally veiled back in July of 2023. That's when I made my video. To much hubbub, we were all really excited about it. And at least at this point, details have been pretty scarce about the project. We've known that it's still been going on. So you could get a few updates here and there from Silvergrain Classics on their website, but not a ton of coverage anywhere else. And here's what they had to say about their new version, a few more details. And this actually comes from the Wideluxx website. Wideluxx, spelled with 2 X's, I'll have you know. The 2025 Wideluxx camera combines iconic rotating lens with modern technology, delivering stunning panoramic images with vintage charm and contemporary durability. It offers unique photographic experience, appealing to both enthusiasts and professionals seeking high-quality retro-inspired tools. And all of that's accurate, right? And I pointed this out in the video already. One of the most sought-after cameras in the world, super expensive, and I've never owned one, Hasselblad X-Pan, right? Panoramic cameras, there aren't that many of them out there, so this is a pretty unique thing to bring back, and if you look at some of the panoramic images created with the Wideluxx, they are really cool and really interesting. The new version of the Wideluxx camera seamlessly blends panoramic innovation with vintage charm, delivering expansive cinematic images through its rotating lens, the lens that What do you think of my impression of the Widelux? Celebrated for its timeless design, its precision engineering, this analog marvel offers an immersive film photography experience, making it a revered tool with a lasting impact on the world of photography. I wasn't around for the heyday of the Widelux. I was born in 1988, but I wasn't exactly perusing the camera magazines and all that kind of thing at that point. But maybe they're overstating the significance of the camera. Some of the old heads in the comments will surely let me know. Now, Silver Bridges, the name of their company, you see what they did there? Is reviving the iconic camera for 2025 as the Widelux 2Xs. Staying true to its analog roots, the Widelux will be purely mechanical, preserving everything that made the original great while incorporating sustainable manufacturing practices, because I know that's what you guys are looking for, sustainable practices. With modern durability and timeless charm, the Widelux is designed to last for generations, capturing stunning panoramic scenes for a new era of photographers. Super cool. All right, so while it's encouraging that we've got at least a little bit of an update about the Widelux camera, I have to say that I would have liked a few more details, maybe some sample images, that kind of thing, but at least at this point, it's hard to kick a gift horse. We do have an update. The camera's still being worked on. It sounds like they're well on their way to having a working prototype. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. I'll keep you guys up to date just as soon as I hear anything about this camera. Premium, made in Germany, unique panoramic camera, one of one, nothing else like it on the market. I'm all in on this thing unless it comes in at like $7,000. I don't know. If it's like $2,000, maybe I'll grab one. Let me know in the comments though. Are you excited about this new version of the Widelux camera? Is it something you're going to think about getting? Let me know. And if you thought this video was cool, take a look at a much probably more affordable option, the new film camera from Wideluxx. That's a pretty interesting option too, and this one you may actually be able to get in your pocket. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.